Chapter 17. Fame. The birds soon became so famous that whenever it was known that the proper performing penguins were to appear at any theater, the crowds would stand in line for half a mile down the streets, waiting their turn to buy tickets. The other actors on the program were not always so pleased, however. Once in Minneapolis, a celebrated lady opera singer got very much annoyed when she heard that the proper penguins were to appear on the same program. In fact, she refused to go on the stage unless the penguins were put away. So the stage hands held Mr. and Miss Popper and the children get the birds off the stage and downstairs to a basement under the stage, while the manager guarded the stage entrance to make sure that the penguins did not get past. Down in the basement, the birds soon discovered another little flight of steps going up, and in another minute, the audience was shrieking with laughter as the penguins' heads suddenly appeared one by one in the orchestra pit where the musicians were playing. The musicians kept on playing, and the lady on the stage, when she saw the penguins, sang all the louder to show how angry she was. The audience was laughing so hard that nobody could hear the words of her song. Mr. Popper. The musicians kept on playing, and the lady on the stage, when she saw the penguins, sang all the louder to show how angry she was. The audience was laughing so hard that nobody could hear the words for her song. Mr. Popper, who had followed the penguins up the stairs, stopped when he saw that it led to the orchestra pit. "I don't think I'm supposed to go up there with the musicians," he told Miss Popper. The penguins stood at Miss Popper. "Papa, you better get them off before they start biting the pegs and strings of the fiddles," said Will. "Oh dear, I just don't know what to do," said Mr. Popper, sitting down helplessly on the top step. "Then I will catch the penguins," said Miss Popper, climbing up past him bitterly and Bill following. When they saw Miss Popper coming up to them, the penguins felt very guilty because they knew they did not belong there. So they jumped up on the stage, ran over the footlights, and hid under the singing lady's blue skirts. That stopped the singing entirely except for one high, shrill note that had not been written in the music. The birds loved the bright lights of the theater and the great laughing audiences and all the traveling. There was always something new to see. From still water out the Pacific coast they traveled. It was a long way now to the little house at 432 Brownfoot Avenue, where the Poppers had to worry about whether the money would hold out until spring. And every week they got a check for $5,000 when they were not actually playing in some theater or traveling on trains between cities. Their life was spent in the larger hotels. Now and then, a startled hotel keeper would object to having the birds registered there. "Why, we don't even allow lobsters in this hotel," he would say. "Yes, but do you have any rule against penguins?" Mr. Popper would ask. Then the hotel keeper would have to admit that there was no rule at all about penguins. And of course, when she saw how neat the penguins were, and how other guests came to his hotel in the hope of seeing them, he was very glad to have them. You might think that a large hotel would offer a great many opportunities for mischief to a lot of penguins, but they behaved very well on the whole, never doing anything worse. on the whole, never doing anything worse than riding up and down too often in the elevators, and occasionally biting the brass buttons of some bellboy uniform. $5,000 a week may sound like a great deal of money, and yet the paupers were far from rich.